To the Facebook crew.
Yep, and we're on Facebook Live.
Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to the Brightside. Carol and Lavinia, and joined in the studio by Hariman Kwok, who is the CEO and founder of the Seriously Fun Group.
I love the name of that company. And hey everyone, chime on in because we've got a great prize. You know, if you have questions for Hariman about fatherhood, also entrepreneurship, chime on in. It could win you this $100 dining voucher for Knox Dine in the Dark thanks to giftano.com. Okay?
Yes, can tell us about what you love about being a dad or what you love about your dad. We got that good prize. It's nice. Okay, we're jumping live on air. Join us there. On FM 91.3, Good Times, Greatest Hits. Good morning to you and welcome to the Brightside. You're on a very special Wednesday morning with us because joining us in the studio is Hariman Kwok.
Yes, you know, it's been his dream to be in an industry that creates happiness and joy. Most importantly, I love this, a happy business that impacts children. Now, he wanted to be present in his kids' growing up years, and that led him to the birth of what I would like to call your third child, third son, the Seriously Fun Group, which includes the Polliwogs, that is Singapore's largest private operator family, and also children's entertainment centers. He's also the founder of Jump Rocks and Escape. And I have to say, he does not have only 24 hours in a day. He has more.
Yeah.
To do all that.
Sounds pretty intense. Welcome to the studio, Hariman. First off, you're a dad. How many kids do you have?
I have two sons.
How old?
They're 21 and 19.
So he's been through quite the journey of fatherhood already. I'm sure you've got lots of wisdom to share with us.
Actually, it's true. My kids are younger than yours. They're all boys. So I think you will have plenty to coach me on. I need your help. Gosh, boys are a handful. Huh?
Yeah, I think balancing kids and a business is not easy. So we want to pick your brain this morning. And we're on Facebook Live, by the way, guys. Facebook.com/1FM91.3. So Hariman, tell us, what's the best part about being a father and what's the most challenging?
I suppose the best part is I think just the sheer joy of seeing happy faces, you know. When my kids were much younger, right, they come to the playgrounds and they will just be playing with friends and they'll just be happy and it just gives my world a different vibe, you know, than just working, right? Yeah.
I love that you painted that picture, you know, seeing them at play gives you so much joy. Is that how this whole dream of yours to be in the happy business came about and what inspired your entrepreneurship?
Yeah, you know, I've always had this entrepreneurial streak in my family, right? My dad was an entrepreneur. He built up his business, etc. So I grew up having this thought that one day I would want to have a business on my own, create something meaningful and joyful, right? So when we have kids, they brought so much joy to my life, and the best times are when we play and we enjoy times together. Right, seeing their smiles, you know, and them sometimes throwing tantrums and dealing with that, but still end up being happy for the day. That inspires me a lot. So when the opportunity came, you know, I thought that, okay, let's do something happy rather than any old business. At that time, friends would jump into business or doing cafes and, you know, the usual stuff. I thought, okay, let's do something
because
different.
coffee makes me happy. You know, also considered happy business.
Yes.
And as you were saying, So how do you balance, you know, this idea of entrepreneurship, work, and the demands of fatherhood? That's not easy because you have described yourself as a full-time father, really present in both your sons' lives. How do you balance all that?
To be honest, at first, I was just jumping into the deep end, right? I didn't know what entrepreneurship was like and how do you balance that with family. But actually you learn along the way, really. And I think entrepreneurship helps me as a father, as well as, as a mentor, right? As a father in the sense that, you know, it teaches me that, okay, you know, life is hard. Right, entrepreneurship is hard, and so that's things that I need to impart to my children, to my sons, the values of hard work, you know, to have integrity in what you do, right, when to be empathizing and when to be firm with people, right, and how to communicate, right. So a lot of these things comes about through entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And then I try to impart that to my sons.
That's beautiful. I mean, in addition to all these wonderful values that you're trying to instill in your children, one thing that also strikes me is this idea of joy, having joy in your family, joy in your life, for your children, and in your business as well. So tell us how that actually translates to your work. You know, the Seriously Fun group, the Polliwogs. What's all the, what's the essence and what is the nature of the business?
So the Seriously Fun group was born initially as the Polliwogs. That's our initial brand. It is basically family entertainment center where children can play in a safe place and bond with other kids, and parents can also have a comfortable time, with their own time or with other parents in a very comfortable setting, right? So it gives time away from the kids, but without feeling the guilt.
I like that.
Yeah,
Right.
I tell you, mom guilt is
Mom
real.
guilt, dad
It's real.
guilt. Is dad guilt a thing as well?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure it is.
that's why I went into this in the first place. We thought that there's no such place at the time where parents and kids can be in the same space, but yet they have their own time also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that differ from Escape?
Yeah, so Escapade is
Escapade.
yeah.
Sorry, beg your pardon.
Clever, because it's spelled X-SCAP8.
Correct.
Escapade. So it looks like we were like, escape from your
Yeah.
children.
Even then, I thought it quite clever the way this name is spelled.
Yeah, but Escapade makes it so much more
Even-
fun. You're going on an adventure
Yeah.
with your
Yes.
family.
Tell us about it.
Correct. So Escapade was born just about a year ago, but it was conceptualized about 2 years ago during the pandemic. During that time, of course, you have a lot of time to reflect, and I realized that adults also need play, right? Adults, older children, a lot of our kids has grown up through the years, and then after that, they've grown out of the Polliwogs, and we thought Escapade would be a great place for people of all ages, including adults, to have fun, to de-stress, and to spend time with their family.
Shall we go, Carol?
I want
Let's
to.
go after
It's
this.
like he's put so much thought into people relaxing and having fun, even as adults. I love that. We're going to continue this chat on Facebook Live, okay? Facebook.com/1FM 91.3, and then back with more of Hariman Kwok in just a bit.
91.
Everybody, welcome back to the Brightside. We're chatting with Hariman. I just love the idea of this joy and sense of fun that you're trying to infuse into your business, into your home, and then it's so seamless. It's like you bring you created this for your kids, and then you can bring other families there as well to also spend time with their kids. It's just such a beautiful philosophy to have towards life and business. I gotta say. And how is that all working out for you?
It's been great. It's been a journey. Sometimes it's very good. Sometimes it's very bad. Lots of uncertainties, right? But that's life. That's what we do. But I think the whole idea of impacting lives drives me forward, right? So the Polliwogs, Escapade, the whole group, Seriously Fun group, we just now focus on just impacting lives positively through fun, right? So we try to do that with our staff as well internally, and of course
I want
with
to
our
work there now.
customers.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing as you. Oh my goodness.
We all need a workplace that is fun to go to. We're very blessed. We actually do enjoy each other.
When you say like that.
We seriously
You can
have a
feel
lot
it.
of
You
fun
can feel it.
ourselves every single morning. But yeah, hey, you need ambassadors. Come, We are-
Oh, you
Welcome
need
anytime.
testers. Testers, you want to try out maybe a new concept and all that.
Yeah.
We will come down in a heartbeat.
Come down. Try our Escapade, with your
So,
kids and your family and everything.
What's Escapade? What's the layout, the concept?
So Escapade is in Orchard Road. It's at Orchard Central Level 7. We've got a high element course, which is like 10 meters high.
Ooh.
You're good with heights, right? I'm not.
So
I will scream a lot, lah.
Okay,
But I will get it done. I will just
you
get it
get it
done.
done. Okay, I will
Yeah.
get it done, but I'll
Yeah.
scream and move quite slowly.
you'll conquer your fear.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
People will be
yes.
deaf, but it's okay. You would have conquered your fears. It's all right.
And you'll have lots of fun. And then, so we have that. We have a smash room where you can smash things.
What?
Right.
Where-
So that's
You free this afternoon? What are you doing after 10?
can anytime.
You bring your own bed,
We
is
need
it?
to de-stress before you travel to Paris.
Aye, but it's not stressful at work with you, girl.
It's not.
I love
it's
it.
not.
I
But
love
yeah,
it.
I just want to pretend I'm stressed. What is stress again? Yeah.
So the smash room. Oh wow! Yeah, and you just come. Don't have to bring anything.
Don't have to bring
or can you bring your own
anything.
bed? It's like I would like to use my own bed.
You can use your own bed if you want.
Can I
but
bring stuff to throw? I bring my own glasses and stuff.
Yeah, come.
Really,
come,
yeah?
Come,
Bring
come.
your
Yeah,
own
of course. I think we gotta make sure that it's safe for you to destroy in our place, right? Yeah. The whole idea is to distress, right?
Wow.
But it's not so much of distress only. It's also to have fun. So you get to dress up in your costumes, in the protective gear, different colors, different weapons.
Wow.
And then you get cool shots and all that, right?
Oh my
you get to
goodness,
stream your own
love it.
music.
Oh, what? Play
you
my own
know,
music?
Yeah, do your own light
there you go.
settings, etc.
So
you
take my
know.
money. Take my money.
We'll play this.
Oh yes, girl.
We have a lot of fun with that song, actually.
Yeah, so we've got that. We've got retro arcades.
Wow. Oh, there's a lot going on level
Yeah.
7 of Orchard Central.
That's
Any
right.
chance you might have retro arcade? Wow, so like Donkey Kong or that
Oh
kind of
yeah, Donkey Kong.
Sorry,
Pac-Man,
Carol, I need to go
all
like
that
now.
stuff.
I'm leaving with them.
Are they open already? Hang on, I want to say good morning to Wan Alun as well as John and
Hey,
Hannah.
hi, guys.
All saying good
Hi.
morning to us. They Wan Alun wants to. Can I bring my own things to smash?
We can
general
consider, yes, you can, but we will have to check what it is, right? It cannot be anything that's dangerous. for
Alun,
example.
what do you want to bring? What to bring? Don't bring the wife, huh? That one not allowed. What other things you tell
Okay,
us?
what is
and
considered
we'll-
dangerous? Like,
Things with like liquids inside, for example.
because you never know what the liquid might
yeah,
do.
we
Okay.
just have to be safe. You know, so safety is
Yeah.
always priority.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to have fun, but we don't want any like
I
dramas.
cannot wait to see what Alun is going to text back about. Yeah.
Alun, tell us what you want to
Yeah.
smash. I'm so curious. What is-
Send pictures. Send pictures.
pic-
Oh,
Pictures, he
we can
says.
have a
Send pictures.
vetting of the items you want to smash by the CEO himself.
Yeah. No, first must like.
So if it's approved, it's approved. Okay.
Please don't take things that belong to your family members.
Yeah,
Okay.
and make sure it's not some heirloom. or
Oh, I
something.
want to bring my. This one cannot be smashed, but I want to bring my husband's old underpants. Deserves to be trashed and smashed. That one. It's brown. It's got
That is
spots and
hilarious.
holes.
Oh yes, I know of that underwear. I
All
know of the
army
underwear.
T-shirt can be slingshot.
Oh,
Can we? Can we damage textiles in these smash rooms?
That's the first request.
Yeah.
Is it?
All the old baju.
Let me think about how to do that.
Yeah,
right?
I know that sounds
How do
super
you
fun.
do that,
You can
right?
wrap stuff,
Carol,
wrap-
you were
wrap stuff
onto
and then
something here.
throw.
I love your mind.
Yeah, you put
I
a
kiss
cup
your
inside
brain.
and then throw the
Eh.
thing. Then the sound of the pyong is quite satisfying.
Ah.
We're going back on air. We need to tell our audience again what this escapade thing is, okay? Hang on. It's Madonna and Lies La Bonita here on 1FM 91.3. Good times, greatest hits. Good morning to you and welcome to the Brightside. You're with Carol and Lavinia. Joined in the studio by Hariman Kwok this morning, having such a fun chat online as well. So do join us there. It's facebook.com/1FM 91.3. And Hariman is the CEO and founder of the Seriously Fun group, the Polliwogs, and the Escapade. You said.
Escapade.
Which,
yeah?
which is a place where you go to smash stuff.
You smash stuff. Basically it's a fun ground. So
Okay.
we have high elements. We have a smash lab, we call it. We've got retro arcades. We've got a mini Ninja Warrior kind of a course.
Wow.
And then
think
we've
we
got a
have one.
great
I can't
bistro.
And
you know.
Sorry, a what?
We've got a great bistro with an alfresco dining, drinks.
All this on level 7 of Orchard Central.
Yes.
How?
So you guys got to
Lavinia-
check it out.
I know. I didn't know this was there. How long has it been there?
Since last August.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we opened right after National Day last year.
You know what I think happened for both of us? We went there and we got distracted by the shops before
I
level
feel,
7.
yes, and
because
there's a
you and I, we
restaurant-
love to shop.
There's
right?
a
And there's
Peranakan restaurant as well. That's very good.
Is
In Orchard
it?
Central,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
A lot of good things. And now
Ah.
we know that Escapade is there.
Yep.
What kind of clientele are you seeing there? Older, like families, older people, younger ones?
Actually, we see a good variety, right? We see families with, slightly older kids, maybe 6, 7 onwards. And then we see teens, we see youth, we see corporates. We see a lot of corporates actually doing team building and stuff like that.
In the Smash Labs,
In the Smash Lab, high elements, conquering fear. So we do all that also. We do the event planning, etc. So we do that. We see some tourists as well now coming in.
I know. I want to tell people about this. I love how fun is the very central theme in all that you do, in the midst of balancing your business and your family and your kids and all that. And all this birth from a beautiful heart of wanting to have fun and joy in your life. Because
so pure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We all should be having this sense of adventure and fun. And, you started this place for your kids. And was that the idea for Escapade as well, hoping that your kids will grow up and still continue to want to hang out?
Yeah, so during the pandemic, obviously we have a lot of time together, at home. And sometimes we chat, with my children. We chat about stuff. And my older one especially comes up with some ideas, hey, Dad, how come we don't have anything for adults, for, kids my age,
Okay.
So then that's what started it, right? The thought process,
Talk
brainstorming,
about active listening.
things like that.
Yeah. Which is a very good parenting tip here, right? You never know, your child could be inspiring you on your work, on your life. I like that.
I love that he's challenged and inspired by his children.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful thing to do, to be able to do.
What I've learned throughout the years is that being an entrepreneur also helps me look at my children with different eyes, that they are also independent, human beings, right? We like Asian people, Asian parents like to say, I know more, you should do this, you should do that. I used to do that, but now I try not to. Listen a little bit more to their opinions, and they have their own mind, their own independence, and they trust you more that way. Actually, that's what I find.
Can you see the little tear running down my cheek? That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Really, really beautiful. What's the minimum age for those who would like to go to Escapade?
So Escapade, we go by height.
Oh, by height.
By height.
Okay, what's the minimum
so
height?
for high elements, for example, the minimum height limit is 1 meter.
Okay.
So with 1 meter, you got to be accompanied by an adult, your parents, right?
Hey, my 4-year-old could do it.
Yeah.
He's-
So
1 meter. Yeah, cool.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're above 10 years old, you can go on your own, basically.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. You've got something called the Father's Day Cup Challenge that you're
Yeah.
involved in. And when we come back, you can tell us a little bit more about that because Father's Day is this Sunday. And, we're learning so much about fatherhood and business and, raising kids, especially adult kids now, and what all that is like. It's a beautiful journey. So do join us on Facebook Live, okay, facebook.com/1FM91.3 as we continue this discussion. And in the meantime, here is music for you from Third Eye Blind. It's Semi-Charmed live on 1FM. Hello!
Hey,
Oh,
everyone.
I want to be your daughter.
Hey. Yeah, beat me to the punch. Can we sign up together? Then we can continue the fun together.
Can you adopt us? I can only imagine how much fun there must be in your home, in your house.
Yeah.
What is your house like? Are there little rock walls and trampolines around? I have this image of a lot of color and
And
fun
then you
stuff.
don't like the cup, you smash it.
like the Polliwogs prototype is actually in your home.
Hey, maybe.
In your living
That's
room.
so cool, though.
Well, my wife is more the perfectionist, than me. So she keeps everything in place nicely in the home.
Okay.
My son loves rock climbing, so that's part of his hobby. And I think sometime last year, he was asking me whether we can build a wall.
In the house, right? I've seen that. I've seen that in HDBs even.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it difficult? Is it expensive to set up?
No, it's actually quite easy to do.
Is it?
Yeah. And I see the kids getting very confident, climbing up to the top of the wall and then back down. And then they use all 3 walls. Yeah, so it just goes one long round.
Yeah, but we didn't do it because, basically.
You have Orchard Central for that.
Exactly. We got Orchard Central, and then it's still our home. I said to him, you earn your money next time. You can do whatever you want in your house.
Maybe in his room, he could actually.
See, he's setting
Go
the benchmark
horizontal.
very high, Which parent can say, never mind, come, let's go to our other home at Orchard Central. You can climb anyone.
Climb to your heart's content.
Yeah.
Jacob's ladder. Go all the way to heaven if you must.
Hey, I have 2 parenting mantras, okay? One is, this too shall pass. And The other is he is probably teething. Even though now all the teeth has come up, be like, no lah, he's grouchy because he's probably teething. So what is your parenting mantra?
Just trust him. Yeah, that's basically that's my parenting. That's the one word I think. Just trust. You know. Yeah, you know your own kids. I think they're good, right? They have their own opinions, their own minds. May not gel with you, but they know what they're doing. So they're much smarter than us, actually.
Wait, at what age do you apply this mantra? There must be an age minimum for this, right?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Like 7 years old, maybe not.
Like I think back on the things that some of my kids did when they were 2. I'm
I'm
like,
just gonna have candy for dinner.
yeah, I want to trust you. Yeah. So when was it for you that you saw this in your 2 boys?
I think it was roughly when they were like secondary 3 or 2, in their secondary years.
I guess it's when they're really coming to their own, you know.
Yeah,
to be
they have
in
a
their own,
belief
yes.
system already. They have values that are pretty much
Yeah,
established and formed.
I think it's a lot about establishing trust both ways, and then you see who they mix with, their friends. You know, if they're okay, then they're okay. You know, and you can basically tell and see what kind of judgment calls they make.
Hey, that's a real reason why you do all this, right? So your kids bring their friends to these places and you can assess, are they having good company? Very smart.
It's the best form of spyware.
Yeah, he watches from the
I can
security
see
camera.
Hey, Hariman, tell us, what are some of the things that you've learned from your boys? Yeah.
I've learned quite a lot of things actually. I think I've learned to actually listen better because of them. I suppose parenting is also a journey, as you know. In the earlier years, I would be the one telling them to do this and that, and they say, "Dad, you're not listening. Right? This is not what we need."
Yeah.
Right. And then I did some self-reflection. I try to listen a little bit more. I think it's hard to overcome your own ego sometimes as a parent. And when you listen, you realize, hey, actually they make sense. And that establishes trust, right? So sometimes when I send my eldest, for example, to NS, sometimes he sometimes asks me for a favor. Can you send me? Say, yeah, sure. We'll have little conversations in the car, and the discussions that we have are very matured stuff, and I'm surprised actually, and I'm very proud that he's grown up to be a good young boy.
Aww.
Those are precious moments, those little conversations in the car.
Yeah,
They can be very
yeah.
intimate because it's actually quite an intimate space if you think about it.
Yes.
This like one-on-one time.
And also,
Correct.
if you press the lock all button, they can't run. You just
stuck.
lock all the
Stuck
doors.
with me. And what are some of the things that you hope that your boys will learn from you?
Yeah.
I think I hope they learn that life is not easy, that they have to have their own struggles and overcome it themselves, and that they need to plan sometimes their life and know what they want. I think that finding that passion is important.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really inspired because you've obviously found your passion in life and what you do with your kids as a father. What advice do you have for other working fathers out there?
I think you gotta every child is different. Every parent themselves are different. So I think you have to be really attuned to your own kids, right? Listen to them, observe them, and be in the same wavelength, right? And that's how you really connect, and then you will find your own way. That's the best way to connect with your own children and how you can guide them. Yeah. As a father figure, I suppose they look up to you, especially boys. I think boys look up to the father.
Yeah, they all need a male role model
Yeah.
in their lives, right?
Yeah. So what you do is actually important. It's a reflection. Yeah.
What actually caused you to want to sit down and, at which point, I'm sure your boys would have said to you you don't listen, but what was it that really kind of hey, actually, why am I not listening?
Yeah.
Was there an incident?
Not a particular incident. I would say it's probably at some point you think why is he not getting what I'm trying to tell him
Yeah.
to do, right?
That's my everyday
You know,
every
why-
hour
why-
if
why
my kids
is-
are around. Yeah.
Yeah, you know
Because
why?
we said things like 10 times and it's still like the same outcome, right?
Yeah. Same outcome, right? And then you see, you're just not getting it. So
He said
and then-
that to you?
Yeah, you're just not getting it, right? And then we would stop talking for a few days, and then
Oh, no,
you know,
Cold
that-
War.
Yeah, it happens once in a long while, right?
yeah.
And then you reflect, and then you calm down, and then then you realize, hey, yeah, maybe he's got some points, and of course you talk to your spouse, your partner, and vice versa. Sometimes she has a quarrel with the sons, and then she will come to me. It's like, this is so frustrating.
Yeah.
Then okay, calm down, listen, just reflect, and you'll get some answers.
That's
from
a sign of an emotionally mature person.
Yes, I want to be his child. Please adopt both of us. Both of us. No, but I've seen an interview you've done for Money FM, and you talked about how your dad was such an inspiration for you. You're obviously close to your dad. What has your dad taught you?
Ooh, hang on. We're going to go back on air.
Yes, let's
and
find
maybe
out on
chat
air.
about
Yeah,
that on
yeah,
air.
yeah.
Okay.
Hang tight.
Hope you're enjoying this one. Rama, I heard a rumor here on the Brightside. The Euro Lien is out. Eurasian and Alien, boom! She has a name, Carol.
I love this song, and we're also
It's a
having
good
such
song
a
lah.
wonderful chat with our guest this morning.
Yes, and you know what? I heard a rumor that your dad is in town.
Yes.
Is it for Father's Day, which is this Sunday?
Well, he's in town, and then end of the month we are going for a big family trip.
How wonderful!
Nice. Where?
We are going to Osaka, Kyoto.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We're chatting, of course, with Hariman Kwok, who is the CEO and the founder of the seriously fun group, the Polliwogs and the Escapade. He's a full-time father of 2 boys, and this idea of entrepreneurship came from your father. This idea of
Yes.
joy in life came from your father as well, and now you're kind of like passing it down to your kids. It's all about involving fun in your business and in your personal life, growing together as well. Do go check out our Facebook live video, because we've been talking about some really deep HT stuff, heart to heart stuff. In managing this journey of parenthood.
Yes.
Guilt was one of the things that we came up and talked about as well as a father, and how to grow together with your children. Because you said you had an epiphany, right, when it came to your boys.
About listening, about
Yeah.
not listening to them at first. And tell us about that again. Share with us on air.
So with my father, I think he really instilled the idea that family is number one, right? No matter how busy you are, whatever it is, always come back to the family, because I think you will probably find also your core purpose. Why are you doing all these things? Why do you put yourself through so much hardship, through the entrepreneurship journey, etc., right? Why are you doing what you're doing? And family is, at the end of it, it's all about your family, right? Because family gives you so much joy, and that's what you want to do, to please them, to be a role model to them. And that's why we are also, we always have a family trip every year. With so my dad started this tradition where every year, pre-pandemic, now we're restarting it, that everyone would gather. So I will be meeting my brother who's in the States, one in Jakarta, my sister in Australia. We'll be all meeting with their kids and everyone. So the whole family is connected. There'll be like 15 of us.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I think everyone should be able to do that if they can, if resources and time willing. Where's your dad here in Singapore? Is he flying in for this as well?
He's flying in tonight
From
Perth.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Yes.
From all over the world coming together to be family.
I just want to
Love
point out,
that.
Carol,
Yeah.
we have times 2 the chances of being, adopted kids to 2 amazing
that's right.
fathers.
Got room for 2 more?
Yeah. Ask your dad. I know he has 4 kids.
I'll put you on the list. I'll put you on the list.
There is a waiting list.
dear,
Oh,
very
man.
sad, very sad.
So
Sorry,
there
Mike.
is,
Okay, thanks, bye.
There is something going on at Polliwogs, I believe, this Sunday. The
Father's Day Cup Challenge.
What is that? It sounds exciting.
Yeah, so it's basically an activity for fathers and kids to bond, and we'll do a lot of challenges, through the obstacle course, puzzle solving, just a lot of fun basically, and you get to win prizes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So especially for fathers and sons.
Fathers and sons. So this, not sons, just fathers and daughters also can.
Okay.
Basically involving the fathers. So on Sunday, fathers come in for free at the Polliwogs, and this Father's Day challenge is at 2:00 at our Clarke Quay Central branch.
Ooh.
Yeah, so do join. It'll be a lot of fun, lots of nice photos, lots of good memories, basically.
That's
I'm taking this
beautiful.
marker and I'm going to draw a mustache. And I'm going to speak in a really low voice. I am a dad. Really.
Hariman,
I really am.
We've just had so much fun. You've inspired her to want to be a dad now.
Yes.
So much fun and so much insight in chatting with you this morning. Thank you so much. But before we let you go, could you please again share with us, advice for other working fathers who are tuned in this morning? Yeah.
I think embrace fatherhood. Listen to your kids, to your family, and just actually enjoy the journey. Time really passes very fast, and especially if you have young kids, embrace them, because after that they will have their own independence, and then it's all different challenges, but it's all good, right? It's a lot of joy, really.
Yeah, because your kids kind of felt like they went from 0 to 20 overnight kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
All right, find out more about what Hariman does over at the Polliwogs, the Exapate, where you've got a smash room. You can go ahead and smash stuff.
lab.
Super fun. There's a height challenge.
High element
course. Retro arcade.
A bistro.
For the moms who want to just chill out while the
Yes.
dads go and bond.
Yeah. What is the one thing we have to try at your bistro? Just out of curiosity. Boom.
Fish and chips.
Ooh,
Oh.
my favorite.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Okay, you
With a
qualify
beer.
to be my sub dad. Okay, Hariman, it's been awesome chatting with you. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Bright Side this morning. Wish you all the best, and of course, happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Good time. Great